Chris Watkin here with Sachin from Olivia, and an awful lot of agents talk to this guy about lead generation, bots and responses. And over a series of 5 videos, Sachin from Olivia is going to talk to us on how you guys in estate agency land can build your own bots and response units and own mini CRMs to basically get the listings and the free vals you deserve. So in video number 1, I want you to build me and show the world how to do a free val response bot.
Absolutely. So we're going to do a portal response bot, Chris, to begin with. Yeah. And how it's going to work. So we've got a few tools here which we need to sign up to, and don't worry, they're all free.
Because I'm an estate agent, I don't like
and you shouldn't have to be honest. Yeah. So most of these tools are easily, freely available. So here's a tool called Landbot, and what it allows you to do is to create an automated response tool like a chatbot to get back to somebody, and they can go through a set of questions, and you can collect that data and obviously decide whether this lead is qualified or not.
What's a bit like if someone comes to my website and it has this word in it, it does this, or if they say this, it does this.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you sign up for Landbot, you'll be able to create just a drag and drop bot. It's pretty simple. You can see here, I've kind of already prepared one for you.
Okay.
And all you need to do is pick certain types of questions. So one option may be to send a message, one option may be to ask a question, and one option may be for extra features. And once you've done that, you can just build a bit of a flow to lead.
So basically, what we've got here is someone has asked for a free valuation from, say, that's come from like Valpal, or it's coming from, say, a Rightmove free val lead. Is this the sort of thing?
That sort of thing. Yeah.
Comes into your inbox.
Yeah.
So let's have a look then. So you almost set this button up where it says buttons. So how do you set a button up then?
So you just click send a message or ask a question. So in that case, you'd be click ask a question and choose buttons, and then that would appear here. And then you would go through that process and create the flow of your bot.
So would this automatically grab the email address off the email that's come in?
Well, that's precisely what I'm going to show you how to do, and you need to use a tool called Zapier. So this is pretty straightforward. It's literally drag and drop. You can just choose what questions you want to ask and select buttons.
So the first thing we're doing is setting up the questions, and then we're going to get Zapier to basically send emails out.
Correct, yes. So Zapier is going to automate all the flows that happen.
Okay. So the first question is, can I ask what buying position? You've already put the 8 questions in here.
Yeah, I've already put the questions in there. So typical qualification, we're going to do it for portals. So it'll be, can I ask your buying position? Do you need to sell your home before you move? How would you, when would you like to view the property?
And these are questions that you've already put in?
All questions which I've already put in. But it's super simple to follow. If you play around with this, within a few minutes, you'll get everything sorted out.
Okay.
So then we're going to use a tool called Zapier. And what Zapier will do, something which a lot of prop tech doesn't do, is connect other tools together and trigger off events based on what happened in another tool. So for example, what's going to happen is that as a Rightmove inquiry hits your inbox, we're going to send out a link with this chatbot on there. A lead, such as yourself, will click on that link, have a conversation, and they'll be fully qualified, and they'll be waiting for you in your inbox.
So Zapier is the one that basically recognises when the email comes in.
Correct, yeah, exactly.
And then sends a link out to the bot, which is this land bot thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's right.
So first we need to set up this Zapier thing first, don't we?
So Zapier, again, another free tool, depending on usage, but you're gonna set up a Zapier account. Once you've set up a Zapier account, you're going to make a Zap. It's very simple. And you pick the tool that you want to use. For, in this case, we want to send an email out to the lead with the link to the chatbot. So here we're going to ask Zapier to look in our account. So we're going to choose a app, which is Gmail. And we want to choose a trigger event, which what that means is that
do I have to have a Gmail account here?
You don't. You can have Outlook as well.
Okay.
So as soon as a particular email hits your inbox, Zapier is going to recognise.
So obviously you need to tell Rightmove, if this is a Rightmove lead, that the lead's got to go to a Gmail or a...
That's correct. Yeah. So Rightmove should be able to take care of that. Then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to select the account we want to connect. So you'll pick your sales at account or your info at account. Then we will look for a particular search. So in this case, Zapier is going to search your inbox and look for Rightmove inquiries.
Which is a normal standard line that comes from Rightmove when you go to Val.
Yeah. It may say buyer inquiry, but you can customize this search for, Val Powell or whatever it is, the lead source that you want to look for. Then Zapier is going to find some data just to make sure everything's working as expected, and that's the first part of this automation done. Yeah,
that's nice and easy. So obviously you need to tell Zapier your password and all that malarkey.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have to, like you would authenticate any your account.
Yes.
And then the second part of it, very simple. We're going to ask Gmail or Outlook to send this response back to a Rightmove inquiry. So we have to go through a few similar steps, which is choose the app, which would be Gmail or Outlook. We're going to ask the Zapier to send an email on our behalf. Second step is we're going to connect an account, which we've already done, and then we want to send a customized email. So this email is going to be going to, in this test case, is going to go to me, which I've got here, Sachin at Get Olivia. Then we're going to have, it's going to come from me as well. But I've also put a from name there, which is a dummy estate agency, so Olivia estate agency.
Got a nice ring.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I think so as well. And it's going to have a body to the email, and the body of the email is going to say, "Hi, Chris Watkins. Hope you're well, and thanks for your inquiry. In order to progress your inquiry, could I ask you to quickly complete a conversation with our virtual agent. Click here to continue." Yeah.
And that takes you back to Lambot.
That takes you to the bot. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's it. We're all done now. We're finished now. We're going to just go ahead and run the Zap. Yep. And I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to bring it up here. So this is the Zap that's going to run, and we're just going to go through the process. So we're going to imagine that just imagine I was inquiring about Rightmove. This email will hit my inbox, so it would say Rightmove inquiry just as a normal lead would, and it says Rightmove inquiry. Once it hits there, which is my inbox, then at that point Zapier will trigger off. This will all happen automatically, but I'm going to show you kind of how it would work. So let's run this. It'll be looking for a new item, triggers on new item. It'll send an email, and this is how it will look for Chris. So Chris will get this response back from Olivia Estate Agency.
Yep.
And it will say, "Hi," but in this case we use Kumar. "Hi Kumar, I hope you're well. Thanks for your inquiry. In order to progress, would you please have a conversation with our virtual agent?" And he would click on that, and now he would begin a chat with a chatbot, which will be loading up here. So. And then you can complete that chat, Chris. So,
"Hi, are you free to complete this?" Yes. I assume that the preferred phone call would go through.
Yeah, it would go to phone call request.
Oh, but this is now free text.
Yep, so then you can click on it. It's already pre-populated for
you.
Right.
Ah, that's good.
Yep.
"I'd like to organise a viewing. I have some. There you go. I'd like to organise a viewing on the weekend." Mornings is quite good for Mrs. Watkin.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep. And I can have multiple choices there.
You could add as many choices as you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. You can customize this as much as you want to. And we've even asked you, how would you like to be contacted? Because everyone likes different channels. So.
Yep. Okay. So I've got email.
And that's it. And now.
So if I go back to Lambot now, these are all the questions that I've answered. So really what we could do here is that depending on what they said, is it a case of just like, so if I just wanted another button going somewhere else, I could take cash buyer and set something else.
Correct. Yeah, you could set cash buyer up, or let's say if it's mortgage and principal, you could set a trigger to go off to your mortgage.
Show me one now. Let's just set me up a new one, which let's say I want cash buyer to go somewhere else.
Okay, fine. So if you want cash buyer to be asked a certain question, so we'd click on buttons here.
Yep.
And we're going to just type in. Think of a question.
Okay, then. How much cash? There you go. Okay. And then what? And then the variables are then
click return.
Return.
Fine, yeah. There we go. We're just going to click on the buttons now and choose a response.
So we'll do 10 grand, and then how do I do the next one?
And then click on the next one.
Okay. What default?
Yeah. Sorry, we're going to add another button there.
Okay. I like to what we're learning here, kids, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We add another button.
Yeah, like that. 100 grand.
You've got to type in there.
All right, got to type it in there. Tell you what, this is really good.
Yeah, it's very simple. Extremely easy.
And then a bazillion pounds. There you go.
Just got to type in there. And then click save.
Save there.
And then all you do is just click
There.
that cash buyer.
Oh my God, that's so good. What, to there?
Yeah, just connect it to there.
That's
and
amazing.
And that now it would ask that question. So, and that could trigger off a notification to.
So really, it's just a case of working out which way you want them to go.
Yeah, super simple, and it can be done in 10 minutes.
That's really easy.
It's amazing, yeah. And it'll all be powered. Once it's set up, you never have to touch it ever again. It can all be automated for you.
And really, so really it comes down to, we've got some questions here. It really comes down to what would you do? Just almost get a pen out and say, right, if they ask this one, what
Exactly
questions?
that. So I would start off with the journey of how you want a customer to look like, write it all out, pick the flow that you want, to happen.
But you could do this with viewings and
you could
stuff
do this
like
with
that.
viewings, you could do this with mortgage referrals, you could do this with utilities, solicitor referrals, everything.
So really, get a big whiteboard and start writing out the journeys, what questions you want answering, and ultimately you're going to get a lot more. You're going to get some hotter leads.
You're going to get hotter leads. You're not going to have to worry. And the most important thing, when you're asleep, you can sleep knowing that this landlord is taking care of all of your leads for you.
This is amazing.
I know it is, isn't it?
Is there anything else on this one before we go to the next video?
No, I think that
Here you go, Kit. We'll see you on the other side for the next video. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.